All right, looking at number 6, what did you get for number 6 as your subject? Lizzie?
I is my subject.
What is your verb?
Will make is my verb.
What is your direct object? I will make whom or what?
I will make lunch is my direct object.
And what would your indirect object be? I will make to whom, to what, for what?
I will make lunch for myself.
So myself is?
Indirect object.
Yes. Looking at number 7, Carl, what is your subject?
My subject is, I don't know.
You don't know? Well, read your sentence for me.
Read me the instructions again.
So if you do not have, what is your verb?
Instructions?
Verb. Your instructions is a noun, so it wouldn't be a verb. What word in that sentence is showing action?
Read.
So who is reading in this sentence? This one's kind of tricky.
Me.
Yes. So if this is a command and I was saying this to you, I would say, read me the instructions. Who am I talking to? Am I talking to me or you?
You. You is the subject.
You is the understood subject. So my verb is?
Read.
You read whom or what? You read?
Instructions.
So instructions as a noun is your what?
Direct object.
And you read to whom or for whom?
Me?
Yes. And so me would be your?
Indirect object.
What about number 8? Timothy, what is your subject?
You is my subject.
Good job. That would be your understood you. What's my verb?
Is my verb.
Mm-hmm.
Story is my direct object.
Mm-hmm.
Me is my indirect object.
That was perfect. Looking at number 9, what is my subject in this sentence?
I is my subject.
What is my verb?
But is my verb. Book is my direct object. And then myself is indirect object.
All right, I want you to look at all of that. Look at boots. Is that, what would pair be?
Pair is adjective.
A pair of boots. Well, in that sentence, a is the adjective describing pair, and pair is a noun. What is of?
Of is preposition.
So what would boots be?
Prepositional phrase.
Of boots is your prepositional phrase. So what would boots be?
Direct object.
Not the direct object, because we learned that a direct object can never go in what?
Prepositional phrase.
Yes. So if boots is in a prepositional phrase, it can't be the direct object. What do you think it is instead?
Pair.
Yes, pair is the direct object.
Really?
I is my subject and bought is my verb. I bought whom or what? I bought pair. Of boots is an object of the preposition, and of is the beginning of your prepositional phrase. So if you were trying to analyze this sentence, you could put parentheses around of boots and take it out. Then all you have is I bought myself a pair. So I bought whom or what? I bought pair. Of boots is just describing a pair of what? So what would my indirect object be? I bought to whom, for whom?
Myself.
Myself. And on number 10, the mockers gave Jesus a crown of thorns. What is my subject?
Mockers.
What is my verb?
Gave.
My direct object would be?
Crown.
Because mockers gave whom or what? What did they give? Now, to whom, for whom, what is my indirect object?
Jesus.
Jesus is my indirect object. Look at the go back. It says check your answers by reading the sentences with to or for added in front of the indirect objects. So this is something we're going to do as a class. I will read it and you'll read it with me. I'll do the first one for you and you'll just repeat it. You don't have to flip the page. It's the same exercise that we were doing. So looking at Think A, we're going to go back through what we just did and we're going to read it adding in the preposition to or for to see so that we can learn how it'll sound if we're adding in that preposition. So I'm going to read the first one and then I want you to repeat it, and we're just going to go down through them with me reading it first and then you reading it. Father bought for me a puppy.
Father bought for me a puppy.
So father bought me a puppy. To help us determine that it's the indirect object, we can add 2 or 4 to it to make it, to test to see if it makes sense as the indirect object. Number 2, Mom made for me a birthday cake.
Mom made for me a birthday cake.
Do you owe to him anything?
Do you owe to him anything?
Looking at number 4, give the dog his dinner. Would we say give to the dog his dinner or give for the dog his dinner?
Give to the dog his dinner.
Yes. Number 5, would it be bring to me your test papers, or would it be bring for me your test papers?
Bring to me your test papers.
Yes. Looking at number 6, I will make for myself some lunch.
I will make for myself some lunch.
Number 7, read to me the instructions again.
Read to me the instructions again.
Number 8, tell to me the story of Jesus.
Tell to me the story of Jesus.
Number 9, I bought for myself a pair of boots.
I bought for myself a pair of boots.
Number 10, the mockers gave to or for Jesus a crown of thorns.
The mockers gave to Jesus a crown of thorns.
2 is correct. Look and turn the page to the next page and look at exercise, or I think C. I want you to take a look at B above it real quick. It says on notebook paper, write 5 sentences containing direct and indirect objects. Use a form of the action verbs tell, give, ask, make, and read. So thinking in your head, I want you to give me an example right now of a sentence that would use tell as your verb. And it would include a direct object and an indirect object. Raise your hand when you think of one. We read one similar to this in the last exercise. Lizzie.
I will tell my mommy about my birthday cake.
So that one has a direct object in it. I will tell my mommy about
my birthday cake.
My birthday cake. So I will tell whom or what? You will tell your mommy. About the birthday cake is considered a prepositional phrase because about is a preposition. So that one has a direct object. Now, think of a way to turn that into a sentence with a direct object and an indirect object. What is something you could tell your mom?
About the cake.
Yes, but okay, so like name a noun. What is something you could tell your mom that's a noun?
I don't know.
Well, think about a story. So if you had a story about your birthday, you could say, I told a story to my mom. Story is now your direct object. But you would have to say, I told my mom a story. In that order, because the indirect object has to be in between the direct object and the verb, as the pit stop in our road. That is the exercise that you're going to be doing for homework. You need to write, what it says write 5 sentences. Make sure you do this on a sheet of paper containing direct and indirect objects. And the forms of the action verbs you're going to use are tell, give, ask, make, and read. Look at thing C. Label the action verb AV, the subject S, the direct object DO, and the indirect object IO. Let's do the first one together. Jacob would be my what?
Subject.
What would my verb be?
Gave.
What would my direct object be? Jacob gave Homer what? Jacob gave coat. That is correct. What would my indirect object be?
Joseph.
Joseph is correct. We will be working on thing C in tomorrow's lesson. Remember, your homework is write B. We have finished for Williams class today. We're out of time, so go ahead and put your books away and prepare for science.